Today we're talking about the box office here, and yeah, it's another very weak week in the box office. Also, I was right again. I got my another right again award, of course. Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, flopped. I said this when the movie was coming out. I was like, who's gonna watch this? Is there really a huge audience for Gabby's Dollhouse that needed a movie? And I was vindicated again, because guess what? It flopped. One Battle Another is a new non-franchise movie. Again, not looking too good given that $140 million budget. $48 million doesn't look very good for a $140 million budget movie, which is not very good for this movie. Yeah. One Battle Another seems to be another failure for Hollywood for, continuing to struggle with non-franchise movies, as well as people just don't care about these non-franchise movies. And unless, of course, they're on Netflix, of course, and they get hundreds of millions of views. But other than that, no one cares about non-franchise movies. Yes, Sinners and Weapons did very well, but outside of horror movies, non-franchise movies continue to struggle as well. And One Battle of Another is another one of them. Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, is, of course, thankfully, a flop. DreamWorks better learn the lesson and not make another Gabby's Dollhouse movie as well, because this movie is a huge failure. No one went to go see it. It was a huge flop. Heck, The Bad Guys 2 performed better, way better, than Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. A movie that no one asked for, by the way, as well. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have the Demon Slayer movie, which has now passed $600 million. Whether you like anime or not, it is the first anime movie to ever pass $600 million as well. So, yeah. $600 million for Demon Slayer. And I also outgrossed the Goblins Fantastic Four movie that no one liked. Yeah. That really shows something as well. Then we have The Conjuring, The Last Rites, which has made $445 million. Again, pretty good for a horror movie, obviously. So yeah, these are pretty decent numbers for a horror movie as well. So yeah, The Strangers Chapter 2, yeah, this movie flopped. Again, these movies have like no budget. $8 million is like nothing. So they'll probably end up somehow making back this money as well. But the first movie already didn't really do too well, so it made no sense to make a part 2 already as well. Then we have Him, which is Jordan Peele's worst performing movie. Unlike his other movies, it has dropped 72% as well. And they said, oh, this movie will make back its money very easily, but no one is going to go see this movie. That's the whole thing. As well, no one cares about Him all too much as well. Okay, this movie is not really doing too well at the box office. Then we have The Long Walk for $44 million as well here. Yeah. Again, Stephen King's movies are not doing too well as well. So yeah, this movie's probably not going to break even either, because this movie needs to make at least $50 million to break even, which it probably won't. We have Downton Abbey, the finale. Again, they really need a Downton Abbey movie. No one went to go see The Last Couple. And this movie seems to be another failure as well here. Yeah, it seems that it's doing very well in the UK and nowhere else. So, yes, that's pretty funny. But Downton Abbey, they really should just put that franchise in the grave. They call him OG, which this movie's not doing too well either. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey continues to do very poorly, despite having Margaret Robbie in it as well. So, yeah. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 is a re-release. So, yeah. Yeah. Dead of Winter and Eleanor the Great are doing pretty meh as well. It seems as a pretty bad week for the box office. Also, Freaky Friday is not going to make any much more money. Again, one of the most anticipated movies of the year, not even hitting $100 million. I think we should really reevaluate what we consider the most anticipated movies of the year. Not even $100 million domestically, which I find pretty hilarious. Also, Fantastic Four is at its deathbed, basically, as well. And yeah, this movie, Disney is going to be very embarrassed by these numbers, okay? They got embarrassed, okay? Yeah, this movie still made $273 million domestically, and these numbers are still not bad numbers for any, but for a movie that still made $1 billion, like Deadpool Wolverine did, this movie massively underperformed, expectations. And yeah, that's what this video here. Goodbye.